Welcome to the Mindfulness Experience podcast. My name is Keith Fiveson. On this Wonderland Microdose interview, I spoke with Alex Wolfe, who's the Chief Operating Officer at Circadian Wellness. I want to say they had the best coffee at the event. And it was really great speaking with Alex. He brings over 12 years of experience in sales and business development in the cannabis, microbrewing, and the high-end hospitality and management sectors. It was very informative. I hope you enjoy the show. Hey, I am here with Alex Wolfe from Eons, a company that's located over in Austin, Texas. We're here at Wonderland, and I am incredibly proud. I've got an incredible cup of coffee here. It's not really, what am I drinking here, Alex?
That's Smart Mushroom Coffee, Keith.
Smart Mushroom Coffee. So you're the COO, you're the founder. Tell me a little bit about your company, what's it about, and why are you here?
Absolutely. Well, Eons is a biotech functional mushroom brand. We're using incredible formulations and a lot of science to combine with the magical nature of mushrooms, functional mushrooms that have been around for eons, to make really attractive and effective products to get people familiar with taking functional mushrooms.
Got it. Okay, so functional mushrooms. So how does that help you? I mean, I'm having this coffee and we're at a psychedelic conference. Am I going to start tripping soon, or what's the deal?
No, you won't start tripping. Functional mushrooms are completely non-psychoactive. They've been around for millions and millions of years, and they've been used in health practices for thousands of years, dating back to ancient Egypt and ancient China. And there's amazing science and data around that. They can help every part of the human body's circadian rhythm and just increase their overall health and wellness on a daily basis.
So the circadian rhythm increase the health and wellness on the daily basis. This coffee is pretty good. And what is it going to do for me in terms of my overall function, if you will?
Right. So the Eons Coffee is our soft launch into the market. We know people love coffee, especially in America. So we wanted to find smart ways to deliver mushrooms through innovative products. So the Eons Smart Mushroom Coffee is not your average coffee. It's a smarter way to drink coffee. It's a smarter way to wake up because it has 12 different adaptogens and nootropics in there with the premium Colombian espresso. So what these adaptogens and nootropics do, Keith, is they reduce all and eliminate all the negative effects of caffeine. So they will reduce anxiety, they'll reduce the jitters if you have too much of the coffee, but it'll still give you a lot of energy. There's cordyceps, functional mushroom in there that's great for boosting energy. And then there's these nootropics in there like L-theanine to give you a calm feeling as well, so you're not too anxious, like what happens to me if I drink too many regular cups of coffee. And then there's 5-HTP in there to balance your mood, ashwagandha, a bunch of great stuff. It's a really good formulation. We've been working on it for a couple years, and we're excited to get it out there.
Wow. Well, you mentioned Colombian. Is there caffeine in here?
There is. Yeah, good question. It is coffee. It's not a coffee substitute. It's a smarter way to drink coffee. So there's premium Colombian espresso. It's a proprietary blend, and there's about 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is a standard dose of caffeine per cup.
Got it. Okay, because I'm tasting this and I'm starting to feel like I wasn't sure, like, is this really just mushrooms or is there caffeine or coffee in there? It's like espresso.
Yeah, it is an espresso, exactly. And no, we didn't want to substitute coffee. I love coffee, my team loves coffee, but we wanted to find a smarter way to consume coffee. So let's put some mushrooms in there that are incredibly smart. They're intelligent beings, and then a bunch of other cool things to help the experience of drinking coffee. I know for myself, I have too many coffees. I'm way too jittery and anxious, and I don't really enjoy that feeling. So we wanted to make something better for that.
Right. Well, you seem like a pretty cool guy. Let me ask you a question. Why this event? Why Wonderland? Why the psychedelics industry? If you've got a coffee company, are you really appealing to that, or is this much more of a whole food kind of an approach in terms of your market? I'm trying to understand, is there a shift happening from your perspective? I'd like to hear.
Absolutely. No, that's a great question. First of all, we love the Microdose guys, Connor, Patrick, they're friends of ours. They support our company. We support them. I love what they're doing in the industry. I'm a big supporter of psychedelics. I'm an advocate for mental health and wellness for psychedelic medicine as part of the Concordia Summit. And yeah, it is our intention as a company and a brand to be the safe and trusted brand when it comes to mushrooms. So how do we do that? We get people familiar with taking mushrooms on a daily basis. Well, what is, 2/3 of America do is they drink coffee. So if we could get them familiar with taking mushrooms in their coffee, they'll probably be a bit open-minded to what else can they take that with. And so then we have smart mushroom gummies coming out. Americans love gummies, but ours are sugar-free, so it's a healthier way to take gummies. And then we walk them down a path of these other innovative products using all different kinds of mushrooms to maybe one day get them so familiar with taking mushrooms that they might be curious about taking a microdose of psilocybin when psilocybin becomes legal, or in a state or a city where psilocybin is legal, and we'll help them find a microdose in a responsible manner. So it is our definitely path to walk them down a path or a journey to psychedelics, and we want to do that responsibly, and we're starting off very slow with a cup of coffee, smart coffee.
Right, okay, so if we're talking about the stack, and we're talking about like the microdose stack, and we're talking about the pathway to get there, you're really kind of setting up your company to go ahead and be in the game when it starts to go ahead and get legal. Am I wrong or am I right?
You're right. We're the way I see it, Keith, is we're building an on-ramp. I see psychedelic medicine as a bridge to wellness. There's incredible stuff that they could do with psychedelics. We're building the on-ramp. We want to be that on-ramp to psychedelics, to that bridge. So that's what Eons is for me. It's an on-ramp, and we're supportive of the industry of psychedelics. We want it to get legal, but we're focusing on functional mushrooms for now.
Right, okay, so when we start also taking a look at the industry itself, we get a lot of companies like Compass who are formulating their own formulas, and they're not really looking at the raw materials, if you will, the mushrooms themselves. Are you using whole mushrooms? How are you? What's your view in terms of the formulation? And I'm just trying to understand that.
Sure, yeah, we source our mushrooms from all over the United States, Oregon, Washington State, Nevada. I'm constantly meeting with mushroom suppliers, meeting people in the industry all the time. So we do like to get the freshest, best sourcing of mushrooms that we can. This industry is growing rapidly, so there's all kinds of cool companies emerging. So we're open to it. Yeah.
Right. So Alex, one other question. I think that when you're here, we're at the first day. I mean, it's great. What are you hoping to get from the conference itself?
Well, I always like to, if I could meet a lifelong friend from a conference, that's always one of my first goals. I like to meet people. We're a people-based company. So we want to meet people, get people familiar with the brand, get Eons out there, get people drinking smart mushroom coffee. And I love networking at these things. The community is great in the psychedelic space. So I'm just here to meet people and get the brand out there.
Great. So I'm still drinking the coffee, really good coffee. How do people find out a little bit more about you and your company and really start to follow you?
Eons.com. We have a really, really cool website with all kinds of interesting articles coming around mushrooms, microdosing, the whole community. Eons.com. You could also follow me on Instagram at Mr. Alex Wolfe. At Eons Family is our Eons Instagram, and we're going to have a really good presence on social media.
So that's EONS, Eons. All right, Eons.com. Yeah?
Yes, Eons.com. We've been around for eons, and we're eons ahead.
All right, I love that. Thank you very much, Alex. I appreciate your time.
Love your work. Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of the Mindfulness Experience podcast, the Microdose Wonderland interviews. There's more coming up, so stay tuned. Make sure to scroll through all of our podcasts on technology, mindfulness, and psychedelics, and much, much more. Connect with me on social media platforms. Visit my website at workmindfulness.com. This is Keith Fiveson. Thank you again. See you on the next show. Take care.